What's going on, y'all? You know it's your boy, the Nigerian Prince, aka Dom, and yeah, I'm here. This is my new setup and everything. So this is the video. So this is the Q&A video, kind of like explaining why I decided to change my name and all that stuff. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. I used to be Dome Presents, but I don't know, the Nigerian Prince kind of it's a name that I gave myself because I'm also part of the royal family. So I felt like I'm the epitome of what a Nigerian Prince is. Boy, if you don't get not that 419 bull crap that you hear outside, I beg, please. But yeah, so that's why I decided to change my name. That's why we're here today. So yeah, I'm gonna be answering some questions that people asked, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's get into it. First question: what is my middle name? My middle name is Praise, but I have like three other middle names. My English middle name is Praise, which is what Imam was asking. Bobby says, how's Susan? Susan's no comment. Victoria says, why are you stupid? I don't know. I'm just trying to be like you. Oh. Thank you, Black Hand. Anyway, Jezebel says, how do you maintain your positivity? For me, there's a lot of people that are really negative, and everybody always complains about something. I'm not saying I don't complain, because complaining is a human trait, but I feel like me being positive just makes everybody else be more positive, because there's a lot of things that happen in someone's life that you're like, oh man, this is really bad, but there's always a positive in every situation, and that's what I try to do. I try to find that positive in every situation and just uplift myself, but not only uplift myself, but try to uplift others as well. And I think I do a great job of it. If I don't, please tell me. But yeah, who's your inspiration? My inspiration would have to be my family, because the people in my family are a group of high achieving people, and they push me to want to achieve bigger things. And seeing my dad and my mom and the rest of my family just work really hard to be where they are just makes me want to work harder. So yeah, my family's my biggest inspiration. John says, Drew, question mark? No comment. What is your favorite thing to do at home? Kyle says. Bruh. My favorite thing to do at home is to beat my mom. No, I'm kidding. Is it hard being black in America? It definitely is hard. I feel like it's hard being black in America, but I feel like it's even harder being a black woman in America, to be honest, because guys don't face as much, discrimination. Black guys don't face as much discrimination as black girls do, because everyone's like, oh, black girls are crazy, this, all that. But I uplift black girls. I love me some black girls, man. You know what I'm saying? Kyle asks again, does your family love you?
I hope so.
Okay. What do you want to major in college? Right now, my goal is to major in human rights or some type of sociology, and then after do law school overseas, and then come back and be involved in like social justice, because I've seen too many cases I've seen, like the Trayvon Martin case for example, and way too many cases that I've seen have gone into the wrong hands and have been given the wrong judgment, in my opinion. Like, that's something I really want to do to be able to help people out. So yeah, that's my goal. Who made the decision for you guys to move from Nigeria to here? This was a decision that my dad made, and it was also a religious decision as well, because my dad, God wanted my dad to start a ministry here. And so, you know, he didn't tell him at that time, but he just said it's time to move. So my dad was like, all right, guys, it's time to move. So we all followed, and we moved, and we made the move. And I'm happy we made the move. It's been great since. I still love Nigeria. You already know. See the flag. You know, I got it right here. But it's been one of the greatest decisions that we've made as a family. Was it a hard transition or no? At first, it was a tough transition because back in Nigeria, people don't like racism. Racism isn't an issue. We all look alike. Someone made a joke and was just like, the only issue you guys have back there is tribal warfare.
Ooh, what in Jesus' name? Ooh, okay, Conte Kente.
But really, like, race was not an issue. It was just, if you had a problem with somebody, it probably was like a disagreement because humans disagree all the time. So it was just a regular, it wasn't like a race thing.
Like, oh, you're just mad because you're black. You're black too.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everybody over there was black, so no really racism. But then when I got here and I started hearing about this whole race stuff and I was around white kids a lot, it was like, I was like, wow, this is different. So at first, maybe it was a little tough transition, but I feel like I definitely got used to it. And yeah, my accent was different though. I used to have that, my Nigerian accent was strong, but I started hearing the way white people spoke, the English that I'm speaking like now, I started hearing people speaking like that. So I started to imitate that at an early age, and I just was doing that a lot. Because I had to do it in school because I was like, yo, I'm really not trying to have this Nigerian accent. And yeah, I just started doing it, imitating it every day at school, and just like that, it just became second nature, and I just can talk like this now. Julissa asked again, can we be best friends?
Fuck no, baby.
Elizabeth says, what's an embarrassing story from your childhood? In 6th grade, we were asked to read, like, she was picking people to read stuff out. So I raised my hand. I was like, shoot, I'll read. Why not? Show these kids I could read. Yup. And so I raised my hand. She was like, yeah, Dom, you want to read? And it was about, like, it was like an article about standardized tests and, like, affirmative. It was standardized tests, I think. Yeah. It was an article about standardized tests. And so it was like, the word was like to assess students, like whether or not to assess students. But my dumbass said whether or not to asses.
Jesus is Lord.
I said asses to asses students. And then no one corrected me while I was reading. So the word came up like 10 times, but nobody corrected me. So I was up in front of it. I was freaking reading out loud and saying asses. And then our teacher was like, yeah, so the question is, do we want to assess our students? I'm like, oh, so now you want to tell me after I'm done reading that it's assessed? Come on, cuz. But, yeah, guys, it was nice talking to y'all on this. And, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm definitely back. I'm the Nigerian Prince. You know, I'm back. And, yeah, we're going to post more. So, new video coming soon. See ya. Yeah.